Hello everyone, this is Charlie Page, owner of the Directory of eZines, back with another case study to share with you. These case studies come from the questions that Directory of eZines Lifetime members have been asking me. A while back I added a new benefit to Lifetime membership, and that is the ability to give me a call a couple of days a week to have a one-on-one phone consulting time where we talk about anything in the world. And I told Lifetime members they can ask any question, and they have, which has been a good thing because I want to help if I can. I thought some of the questions and answers were really interesting, and so I thought I'd share them with you. Here's one that I get pretty often. I get some traffic, but I'm not making sales. So I've had 5 or 6 people say to me just in the recent period of time, I have a website, I have a product to sell, I'm getting some traffic, but I'm not making any sales. So how can we fix that? And I'm happy to report that we fixed it in every case where people have had this question so far. And I hope the answers I shared with them will help you fix that problem for you too, if the problem you have. The first thing to do is ask yourself this question, because the answer you need is this. What is the purpose of your website? Now, the purpose of your website and the purpose you have for owning a website could be two different things. In other words, a lot of people own a website so that they can make money online. They want to work from home. They want to make money on the internet. But the type of the website they have has a different purpose. And that's sometimes where there's a disconnect and end up with a situation where there's no sales being made. So there are basically 3 types of websites. There's a sales website that sells a single product. All of the websites you see that I produce are those types of websites. If you go to followupsellingsystems.com, directoryofezines.com, any of the 10 books I've written, they all exist to sell a single product. That's what I do for a living. Now, there's also an information website, and those websites provide helpful information. If you're feeling bad, you might go over to WebMD. If you need information, you might go to Google. Those are information websites. They're designed to provide you with information. And then there's a catalog website like Amazon or eBay or other websites that sell a variety of items. They are a sales website technically because they sell products, but they're not trying to sell a single product. They're trying to sell one of many products so you can browse. It's like an online mall. So those are the 3 basic types of websites. Now, I want to give you a warning, and this is what I tell my clients. It's very common for people who have used a content-rich strategy to build their websites to end up with visitors but no sales. Now, let me elaborate for just a minute on what I mean by this. A content-rich strategy means you believe in the idea that if you build it, they will come. So you build a lot of content, good quality content, 40, 50, 30, 12, 20, 100 pages of content all about a particular topic. This is very common with niche marketing. And then because you provide so much content, you've built credibility and the person's going to buy something from you. Well, that's a good philosophy, but unfortunately it doesn't quite work when you're trying to sell products on the internet. So it's very common for people who have used this content-rich strategy to build their websites to end up with a website that gets traffic and visitors but doesn't make any sales. So content is great. Don't get me wrong. I like giving away free content. I'm giving you free content right now. I'm not asking you to buy anything. But it doesn't sell specific products. Sales letters are what sell products. Content informs, it educates visitors, and it's a good thing to do, but it's a sales letter that gets a visitor to buy now. So, what is the solution? Well, there are 2. Number 1, you could fix a broken sales letter. If you have a page that's trying to be a sales letter now, but it's not making sales, then it needs to be repaired. It's really no different than if your car malfunctions or any other thing. Or secondly, you can create a real sales letter from your content pages. And now that becomes a focused page where you're asking people to buy a particular product. Keep your content pages. By all means, information sites are a beautiful thing. But feed that into a sales letter. I can't give you everything I know about writing sales letters on this video because I don't want it to be 20 hours long. But I want to give you my top 5 recommendations. These are the things that I tell clients when they're paying me a couple $100 an hour. It's people that call in DOE lifetime members. This is what I'd tell you if we were sitting across the desk from each other right now. Number 1, are you making a clear offer? This is a more common problem than you might think. If you go to one of my sites, you should clearly understand what I want you to do at that site. If you go to directoryofezines.com, I'm going to be asking you to buy a membership because that's what I do. I sell memberships for a living. So I'm making a clear offer. Sometimes the offer gets a little fuzzy. So the first thing to ask yourself is, are you making a clear offer? Second, have you told them what's in it for them? You know, nothing wrong with this, but the fact of the matter is when somebody comes to your website, they only really care about one thing, and that's what's in it for them. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So the sooner you tell them and the more overtly you tell them what's in it for them, what they're going to get, what benefit are they going to derive from buying your product, the better. Now you have to separate features from benefits, and we'll do a whole different video about that. But basically, a feature is what your product does. Benefit is what it does for me. So you know, benefits are generally things like making money or saving time or creating more autonomy or getting a better night's sleep, things like that. So you have to tell them what's in it for them. Now, you also have to answer their objections. A lot of people object, no pun intended, to the word objection. But the word objection really is just an unanswered question. That's what an objection is. Back when I used to sell door to door, people would give me objections. I always looked at them like they were unanswered questions because I figured if the prospect was more educated about what I was offering, they would want to buy it because I believed in it. And that was the case. So you have to answer their questions, their objections. That's what an FAQ page is for. A frequently asked questions page does a great job of answering people's questions or objections, whichever term you prefer. Do you have a clear call to action? That's very important. You'd be surprised how many sales letters I look at where everything's in place, but the next step is fuzzy. What do they do next? You know, the prospect who's on your page, who's considering buying your product and putting their hard-earned money in your pocket, they have to know exactly what to do next. Click here to become a member. You know, download your free report now, or download this report now, or those type of things. Be very clear in your call to action. And then the fifth one, and this is one that a lot of people miss, is that if you have a website that has traffic but is not making sales, you have to ask them why they didn't buy. The way you do that is you use an exit pop-up. Now these pop-ups are not evil things. They're good things because they help you get more information so that you can do a better job of serving your visitors. And that's what you want to do, right? So use an exit pop-up. They're very easy to use. Most of them are free that you can put on. I mean, it's just a little piece of JavaScript if you've created your own site. And just ask the person why they're leaving without buying. You don't have to beat them over the head. You don't have to say, whoa, you're a bad person. Just ask them, why are you leaving? You know, you came to this site for a reason. Now you're leaving without buying, and I have to think that I've not communicated my offer to you. So how can I help? You know, there's a number of things you can do with exit pop-ups. There are these pop-ups where it's a virtual agent who's supposedly talking to the person. There's just a simple question and answer. But no matter what you do, use one if you have traffic but no sales to determine why people are leaving without buying your product. So here's my question to you. What about your situation? Have you been trying to make money online for about 3 months, maybe more? And you're frustrated, you haven't really gotten very far? Are you suffering from information overload, not really sure what to do next? If you spent money on programs that didn't work? If these apply to you, then you would benefit from some one-on-one consulting. And that's what I offer Directory of eZines members. So, if you're a DOE member, thank you, and log in. And on the members homepage, you'll see the information how to contact me, my phone number, the times, the days, my private email address, everything. If you're not a member yet, please consider becoming a member of the Directory of eZines. You'll get everything that the directory offers. We've been online for about 11 years now. You'll get everything we offer and my new free one-on-one private consulting offer. It's not a webinar, it's not a teleseminar, it's not a group call. It's one-on-one private phone call. So whether you become a member or not, whether you take me up on my offer or not, I wish you the best, and I hope to be of help to you. Thanks and have a great day.